Dear friends, today we will post an update on the Ukraine crisis. I would like to ask a couple of questions. Let's see what the spirits are giving us as an update because today there are talks that the Ukrainians and the Russians they will meet and they will hopefully we all hope to negotiate and bring this war to an end. Let's see what the spirits are telling us. I'm not sure what exactly Europeans are doing. It took Russia a couple of hours to take over the borders and go inside Ukraine. It takes European countries and the US 5 days to think what they need to do. And this is really sad. There is absolutely no emergency plan for none of these countries. In the last spirit communication about Ukraine, they were talking about China. So now it turns out that China signed a deal with Russia to buy the gas and energy supplies from Russia. In case Germany is cutting off the gas supply from Russia. I don't think they will do it because if they do it, they're going to freeze. They don't have anything on their own. Today they were talking about to putting more than 2% of Germany's money into military. And this is just, for me, it's like a joke. You know, they have to be in the middle of a war for them to decide if they want to now expand their military. It will take years and years and years for this military to be ready. We are in the middle of the crisis, and what, you know, it takes them 5 days to decide if they want to cut the SWIFT, which is the international banking system, between all the countries and the Russians. They're still not in a 100% agreement, and I don't think they will understand how they need to proceed. If this war continues, it will be a bad situation in the entire world because China is going to help Russia. Yeah. Russia is the direct neighbor from Iran. Iran has a lot of military power now.
One of the most unusual military powers in the Middle East, let alone the world, is the Islamic Republic of Iran. Iran's 2018 defense budget was estimated at $19.6 billion. The service branches of Iran fall under the command of General Staff of Armed Forces include its army, its Revolutionary Guards, and law enforcement. Ingenuity and upgrades have helped the Air Force to maintain a fleet, which includes United States-made F-14 Tomcats and F-4 Phantom jets. Last year, Iran unveiled what it said was the fourth-generation fighter. Iran has also developed ballistic missiles with a range of up to 2,000 kilometers. In 2011, Iran took control and captured an unmanned U.S. Lockheed Martin RQ-170 Sentinel while in flight and used the technology to create its own drone. In the case of mobilization, one of the 5 forces of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, Basij, can provide the armed forces of Iran with at least 11 million soldiers, which would make the Iranian army numerically equal to the American, Russian, and Chinese combined.
And today, Putin said he is putting his nuclear forces on high alert.
Nuclear weapons or nuclear facilities, that brings it to a different level in the minds of a lot of people. How about you?
This is dangerous rhetoric. This is a behavior which is irresponsible. And of course, if you combine this rhetoric with what they are doing on the ground in Ukraine, waging war against the independent sovereign nation, conducting full-fledged invasion of Ukraine, this adds to the seriousness of the situation. And
so once the Israeli Prime Minister said on the TV,
ladies and gentlemen, if it looks like a duck, if it walks like a duck, if it quacks like a duck, then what is it? What is it? That's right. It's a duck, but this duck is a nuclear duck. And it's time the world started calling a duck a duck.
So what does it mean? If it walks like a duck? If it looks like a duck? If it quacks like a duck? It is a duck. So, Mr. Schultz, I mean, just look at this, okay? Look at this.
Compatriots, the 24th of February 2022 marked a change in the history of our continent.
He looks like a puppet. He cannot even stand, relax on his own, because all these people are being controlled.
The freedom of Ukraine and put it under its yoke. This goes against humanity. This goes against international law, and there's nothing whatever that could justify this attack. The unscrupulousness of Putin, the shocking injustice, the pain of Ukrainians all touch us very deeply. I know exactly what our fellow countrymen and women are asking themselves in the evenings what concerns they have looking.
But anyhow, this is my point of view, okay? And I have the freedom of speech. That's every human's right. But I want you guys to see something. I'm not sure if this has anything, in fact, to do with Ukraine. This war was not against Ukraine, but this war is against the entire Europe. So we all hope that this will come to an end. But let's see what the spirits are giving us as an update. So, what is the situation with the negotiations and talks? Are the talks and negotiations between the Ukrainians and the Russians going to stop this war? Are the threats from Putin that he put his nuclear forces on high alert something that we need to be worried about? Is Germany prepared to defend the country? I will post another update. Right now, I'm just waiting for the negotiations to start and to begin and to see what exactly they will do. And then I will post another update for you guys. Until then, stay safe. We can only pray for all the humans to be safe. Thank you for your time.